Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Let me turn down my phone here. Too much of an echo. Okay. Today we shall be starting out, or we shall be starting.
It's Crash Bandicoot 2. Cortex strikes back.
That. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back, trademark, new game. It's like, I don't know. And we'll be quiet for the cutscene. When there's talking, of course.
Crystals, of course. No!
But Dr. Cortex, to reach full power, we need not only your master crystal, but also the remaining 25 slave crystals from the surface. How do you expect to retrieve them when we don't have any Earthbound operatives left?
You fool! Do you think I'm unaware of the situation? If we don't have any friends left on the surface, then we'll need to find an enemy.
Crash! 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 My battery is fried. Make yourself useful, big brother, and bring an extra battery for me.
Alright then. So what's funny about that scene where, if you look closely at what Coco was playing on her computer, on this version and then the Switch and PC version, I imagine too, that was originally on the PS4 version when it first came out. It showed Uncharted 4, which is the scene where they're playing Crash Bandicoot. So it's just kind of, kind of interesting. Hello, Chaos Christie. I know you. Need some Crash Bandicoot. Whee! How have you been?
Well. If it isn't Crash Bandicoot, welcome. I apologize for the crude means used to bring you here, but I'd rather expect a written invitation would have been turned down. I need your help. Surrounding you are a series of 5 doors. Through each door lies a well-hidden crystal. The crystals look like this. Bring me the crystals, Crash. That is all I will say for now. We will speak again.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's go to Turtle Woods. And what's funny, I'm actually going to do this for achievement reasons.
No, Crash. I said bring me the crystals. Now get back in there.
Okay. Yeah, for achievement reasons, I'll be going in and out for a moment of this level. It's pretty amusing.
No. To save the world, I need crystals. Crystals! One more time. They look like this. Crystals, Crash. Go back through one of those doors and bring me crystals.
But he's not evil. He's not evil, Crash. Don't worry about it. Alright. This is the last time I'm doing this. Xbox is a little slow on the draw there because there's only one viewer right now, so saying there's two. There we go, there's the achievement.
At the doorways. There is a big crystal-shaped slot. Fill all 5 crystal slots in this warp room by retrieving 1 crystal from each of the 5 areas. Only after we have filled all of the slots in this room can we continue on our quest. This is the last time I remind you.
It's all rainy. It's kind of interesting whenever you go to the into the entrance. Whenever you go to the entrance or the intro of the game, it's kind of interesting because whenever you do it, I'm gonna do this. What am I trying to say here? If you in the original version, if you skip it, yeah, if you skip the original version's intro, like intro stage and stuff, you know, where you like talk to Coco, or where you're going past Coco and then you teleport and you see some boxes and all that stuff. In the original version, you can skip that little intro. Yeah, you really don't get really anything out of it other than just watching the cutscene, but like, I always thought that was interesting because we would always skip the cutscenes of these games because it's like, I want to play the game. There you go. All right, let's see here. Ostriches are, I guess they're ostriches. They're pink. They're like flamingos. Ostriches? I don't know. Knowing me, I probably just said a bad word and didn't even realize it. Alright. I forgot that wasn't a bonus stage. I was like, where's the numbers at? Oh shoot. That's good. There's something I forgot to do, so I will be coming back into the stage again. But you know, again, I'll probably save a bunch of this for like a later stream, you know. Like similar to what I did with Spyro Reignited, but except I won't be fully completing these games. I won't be doing like all the relics and stuff. I'm just gonna do what like was basically 100% in the original games. Oh lord, I'm not making it good today. Let's see here. I'm a little rusty on this, even though I played this a few months ago on PS4. Back when I had a PS4. Which, yes, if you didn't hear it in the last stream, I don't have a PS4 anymore, and I explained why. At this point in time, I don't have a PS4. That could very well change, even right after this stream somehow. I don't know how, but like, it could very well change. But at the moment in time, I don't have a PS4. I don't really have any plans to get a PS4 right now. Again, I'm just kind of repeating what I said last stream because, kind of repeating. And the reason is because, like, well, I already explained in the last stream. But basically, you know. Basically, I think that, Crash is pulling that out of his butt. Quit stuffing him up there, Crash! Do his little dance.
Well done, Crash. I knew I could rely on you. Now listen carefully. These holograms are hard to maintain. During the course of my intellectual pursuits, I have stumbled across a force that threatens to destroy the world. The crystals are the only means of containing it. The fate of the world is at stake. It is imperative, therefore, that you bring them to me.
Are you there, Crash? Crash! Crash! Are you there, Crash? Are you there, Crash?
And I'll be going back in. I won't be getting the time trial thing. But anyway, so so basically, if you go through this without breaking a single box, you actually get the special gem, or the color gem that way. But basically what I was gonna say was, repeating what I was mentioning last time, that like the PS4 there wasn't really a ton of games that I just felt like I had to keep that, you know, forever and stuff, and I was like, I didn't really play it much other than games that I could also play on here or on the Switch. I was like, you know, and I started having problems with my PS4, and I was like, it's not broken, I'll just sell it. I did, before I say anything, I did give a description that it does have a little bit of problem, so I'm not like, oh, there's nothing wrong with it, and then, you know, something wrong with it. No, I did give a description before I sold it that it was, it had some issues. But anyway, but I sold it, and I was like, you know, and I was just like, I decided to get a Vita with that money, the money I got for it, before the Vita got way too expensive and the store went down. As you know, Sony had originally announced that they were going to do that. There's the blue gem. And they decided, then they figured out, wait a minute, we like making money. Let's continue to have this for now. I understand it's not going to be forever, but, you know, the PlayStation Network on certain systems. Well, who is it this time?
So, you are helping Cortex gather crystals. Yet, you have acquired... well, Crash, know this. As long as you are allied with Cortex, you are my sworn enemy, and I will do anything in my power to stop you. If the fate of the world is truly your concern, you must gather the gems, not the crystals. If you obtain all 42 gems, I can use them to focus a laser. Ah, yes, a laser beam that will destroy Cortex and the space station he has created. Until then, I must use my forces to stop you from gathering crystals.
It's the way you look there at the end, because he... I mean, you don't, you know. They didn't quite put all the animation skills into, like, whenever they're closing out, because, you know, I don't know the reason. Anyway. This might be, I can't remember for sure, but this might be a case where you can't quite get the special gem yet, but you can still get all the boxes. This is definitely, when it comes to backtracking and stuff, this is definitely the, I don't want to say worst, but I want to, because I like this game, I still really like it, but I think this is my least favorite game to do backtracking in. My least favorite in terms of getting everything would definitely be Crash 1, at least when it comes to the original version. But when it comes to like the backtracking and all that stuff, it's pretty bad here. Like, people complain about, like I've said multiple times, people complain about Spyro 2's backtracking, but at the very least, Spyro 2, you know, lets you see where you're going exactly. You know, in terms of backtracking. Whereas with Crash, it's just like, you know, go back. In some cases, go backwards. You know. Something I kind of wish the Insane Trilogy did. I kind of wish that this game would have had an option to where maybe after you beat Crash 3, you'd have all of Crash 3's abilities that you unlock there. Let's see. I'll be right back, folks. Anyway, back. But yeah, so whenever like when playing shoot, oh yeah, when beating, I wish they had it to where when you beat Crash 3, get all the abilities and stuff. Maybe you do something else special, just so it won't be that easy to obtain. But I wish they had it to where if you beat Crash 3, you get all of Crash 3's abilities in these games. Because, like, while they're beatable, like, still have them being completely beatable without the moves, but have it to where, hey, if you beat this game, you can finish up these other ones and, you know, make it a little easier on yourself. Kind of break the game, but, you know. Just keep stuffing them up your butt, Crash. Alright, hang 8. I like how that's a joke about how, kind of, well, hang 8, like, the fact that he only has, like, 8 fingers and 8 toes, you know, instead of 10. Let's see. And okay, if I'm quick enough on this. Like how they added a little sound effect where, like, where it's like, yeah, even though you have all the masks, or you have enough masks to do this, you can't exactly do this. I have a blue gem path and I have a lot to do here. There we go. I'm gonna lose the mask for what I'm about to do. But this is a strategy that they actually had when showing off this game, like before it even came out, so it's not exactly a crazy thought to do. But yeah, that's how you can get, like, if you make it in time before the timer goes out, you know. Let's see here. But thankfully, when it comes to Crash 4, those people understand that, like, backtracking isn't exactly the best in these types of games, so they mostly took out backtracking, for the most part. Let's see. There we go. I can't remember for sure. We'll check this out real quick to see if yeah, there's boxes here. Oh no, I'm special. Alright, so we're obviously missing something here. Oh yeah, I gotta... Now see, right here it's not as bad, but like... You know, you still have to deal with like going back and then like... You can't really see much of what's in your path here. So it's just kinda... You know... Go. Okay, so it's not one of those things where just like, see, that's the problem, is like you gotta kind of figure out what to do, like what path to take first, and then, you know, because some of these will like have boxes, but then like you gotta return all the way back, and you know, it gets really annoying. Especially, oh gosh, and these ice levels that are coming up, they're awful. Or these snowy, like one of the future snowy areas, like this is awful when it comes to the bonus area. Well, whether or not I do it here, you know, or if I save it for later on, we'll see. I got the gem. Getting a few gem. Aku, you doing alright there? Doing alright there, bud? If I'm not mistaken, I believe that Aku and Uka are, like, reincarnated witch doctors or whatever? As, like, they're masks? Or they came back as masks? Whatever the case is. Another cutscene, kind of.
3 crystals. Not bad. I see you are getting the hang of it. I need to conserve power. I will communicate with you again after you retrieve the 5th crystal.
Which is kind of weird because sometimes he doesn't in this version. The piece. Kind of cool if you kind of control the camera a little bit. I think one thing they could have done is have it to where if you needed to backtrack, have it to where it can like turn around. Like something I do think that Yoshi's Crafted World, whatever it's called, did pretty well was like whenever you had the backtrack, you could turn the camera around, see the backside of things, but like you could also like, you know, backtrack and see like, what do I need to get left? You know, what's left to get? That kind of thing. Thought that was a good idea. I feel like Crash could have had something like that. Something like that for the Insane Trilogy. But then again, we're kind of dipping their toes in the water when it comes to this stuff, because it's like, is the audience gonna like this? You know, that kind of thing. Well. Yeah. Okay. You see, like this right here, like I'm backtracking because I'm trying to I need to go back the other way, because you have to go back the other way if you want to get all the boxes. And this is kind of a problem. I mean, look at this. Like they give you like very small amount of like camera space. Hopefully there's no death route around here. I should have saved that checkpoint for like later. Sometimes I'll do that if I can. I'll save the checkpoint for whenever I backtrack, because that way if I didn't do it that time, but like if I backtrack and then hit the checkpoint, you know. I feel like the hitbox on these those things, whatever they are, vultures or whatever in this game, in this version, is like really kind of confusing. It's like, see, I'm like barely tapping it because I'm afraid that I'm gonna miss a hole there. I'm gonna keep going. I'm like, oh shoot, there's a hole, you know. Like, again, they give you some room to go through and see, but like, I don't know. I feel like they could have had something better here. And that's a flaw with the original version too, don't get me wrong. But I feel like they could have improved on something like that when it comes to the remake. You know? But we made it. Hopefully I won't die again, so, you know. Again, that's why I should have saved the checkpoint for later. There we go. At least I got that checkpoint now. So you gonna do it? So that was a bit too close there to, you know, wait too long, you know? Or, you know, just do that. There we go. Now, for those who might be wondering, think Crash Bandicoot, I think that Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time is worth $60. That's something that just kind of came to my mind for a moment. Not really. As much as I like it, I feel like that's the price of someone who's a fan of Crash. Like someone who's a fan of Crash can get into that, of course. Of course, I was gonna pay that much to buy a new Crash, but you know, I think that's a bit much for what it is. But you know, obviously the Switch version is only 40, so I think 40 is a more fitting price for it. Anyway. Don't get me wrong, it's a really good game, but I do think that like 60 is a little overpriced for the game, for the kind of game it is. So I think that like the Switch version is more worth the price than the other versions are. At some point, I will be playing that. I just gotta get it on. I just gotta get it on Xbox at some point. Assuming I still have to do Twitch this way, which I kind of want to do. I kind of want to get it on. I kind of want to get it on. Like grammar today. I do want to get it on Xbox One because, you know, just to stay consistent with like this. You know. Yeah. So Sonic Generations. That game is I'll run the bowler here. I do like the music for these levels. Sound pretty intense. So Sonic Generations. I mentioned it yesterday. It turned yesterday as of this video, as of this stream recording, blah blah blah. It is now 10 years old. So it's been 10 years since the 20th anniversary game of Sonic. And it is honestly, in my opinion, one of the best Sonic games ever made. I mentioned this on my Instagram. It's not the best Sonic game ever made, but it is one of the best ones they've done. And personally, I think it's the last truly great Sonic game. I don't want to say good. I don't want to say it's the last good Sonic game they've made in 10 years. But I will say it is the it's the best one, in my opinion, that they've released in like the past 10 years or so. And I know someone will say, well, Sonic Mania, while good, it was just kind of a remix pack with some new things, some new stages here and there. Of course, they made things easier in this version by letting you, what am I trying to say here? By, reducing the amount of times you have to jump on that thing. In the first two games, you had to jump on them 10 times. So in this one, they basically gave you what they did in Crash Warp, which was, have it only where you jump 5 times on those boxes that have multiple Wumpa fruit in them, or, you know, bouncy kind, basically. Not even gonna try to get those lives. There we go. Let's see. So that was World 1. Oh, stretch. You gonna talk to me, Cortex? You gonna have a good old chat with me? Well, you thought you were gonna talk to me about how I did well, and I need to. You were gonna talk to me after whatever. It's kind of weird, but alright. Well, Ripperoo is back. If you pan the camera and look closely at the butts. Just feel like he's a professor now or something, or I don't know. Whatever he's supposed to be. I remember in the original version he would like jump up in the air and then change and stuff, like off that. Yeah. I haven't really been able to figure out like why, you know, whenever. Well, I guess, you know, wearing the top hat and stuff, but maybe it does make more sense. Professor Polar. Good job, Crash General.
I see that Ripperoo failed to prove much of a challenge yet again. But back to business. There are crystals to be gathered, 20 to be exact. The planets will align shortly, all 13 of them, and this will create a power great enough to rip the Earth apart. Properly utilized, however, the crystals can absorb and contain the energy.
Crash, is that you? I've been looking everywhere. I don't have much time to tell you this. You have to be careful. Trusting Cortex seems a little unwise, Crash. I can't keep the data path open much longer. Crash, you need to...
So yeah, right here we have Coco. Yes, Coco can join the adventure. But first, we do this 10 times. I think it's 10 times. I'll jump until it gets to me. There we go. Paw. Don't feel guilty about jumping on them. Go ahead and switch to Coco. Just because. Crash uses his arms, Coco uses her hair and legs, I guess. Her hairy legs. Oh! Well, technically, she does have hairy legs. Furry legs, at least. Sonic? No, I think it's supposed to be a porcupine. Porcupine. However you supposed to say it. I always said porcupine. But I think it's spelled like porcupine or something like that. I think this may be the level, one of the levels that are just like, it's so awful when it comes to trying to, you know, do it. But again, I'm mostly just gathering boxes to right now to get lives. Ah. In the Switch version, these little ice walls right here that have your reflections and stuff on them, they're not there. Because I don't know if it's just like the technology they have. Like a lot of third-party companies will have like their versions of games. Like even if a system is capable of something, it feels like on the weaker system. Like you would think that it's even weaker than it actually is, basically. Okay. One lump of fruit. I had risked that. And when Coco goes down, she lands on her butt. She doesn't do a belly bust, she does a butt bust. Now, I'm not really sure if I'm going to be able to beat this game in one go, but we'll see what happens. Again, I don't plan to get everything, but I'm going to be tempted to get some things. There we go. Yeah, I'm more than likely not going to be able to get everything in this. I don't think it's as, because I think like there's some nitro crates too, and I think the only way to destroy them is with when it comes to you have to go into the bonus area, like obviously I can't access yet. And it's really awful because there's ice physics like this right here, and it's really bad. And I'm not a big fan of it. Oh. Oh. See if I remember if there's any error crash. Okay, so this one has a death route, so I need to make it without dying. Oh yeah, there's something else I can get if I go over there, but I'm gonna do that later. Come back into the level and then the bonus area. So, my nose starts dying. death route is somewhere up there. The upper panel. Good, that's good. So have y'all ever heard of Yabba Dabba dinosaurs? That's a thing. That's on HBO Max. People pay good money to see stuff like, you know, that. That's what they watch. No, it literally looks like a slightly, ever so slightly more budgeted, Flash animation thing. There's some passionate creator made. Yabba Dabba Dinosaur is supposed to be a spin-off in the, Flintstones franchise. But it stars Pebbles and Bam Bam as, like, I guess, slightly older kids. Basically not toddlers or babies or whatever. So here's the death route. Which I got an achievement for. Now, I understand that there's, like when it comes to, the bonus stages and, like, these death route stages and stuff, in this game there's more variety to the music. If someone were to argue it, but, like, I don't know, the themes they chose for, the bonus music, or the theme they chose for the bonus stages and the death route stages in Crash 3, I thought was pretty cool. Alright. Oh, yeah. Let's die now. Now then, now we go back to, a regularly scheduled, getting them regular thing. Anyway, so, Yabba Dabba Dinosaurs. That's, first of all, that's a really dumb name. I mean, yeah, it's supposed to be like Yabba Dabba Doo, and just the last word is dinosaurs. But it's still, like when you watch the show, if you do, it's not particularly like one of the worst things I've ever seen, but when it comes to Flintstones and it doesn't say Flintstones. Like, it doesn't at all, and like the animation and stuff is drawings are not, like I said, they look cheap. Like, it looks like just one or two people worked on it, on the animation and like the drawings and stuff, and it's more meant for like YouTube, but like it's on HBO Max, something you have to pay money for. You have to pay money to watch it. But like, and also the you can only barely recognize which character is supposed to be which, you know. And I didn't cause them to explode. Huh. I'll deal with that later on. But anyway, yeah, so, oh yeah, I know what I'm gonna do next, so. Any words for me? I have to walk around and quite fix that right. But, yeah, Yabba Dabba Dinosaurs is as a Flintstone spinoff is not good. Let's see. I will be right back, folks. So if I can pull this off right. If I can pull this off right. There we go. I made it to a bonus stage. Secret exit. So yeah, there's some bonus stages here. Let's go into Snow Go and go ahead and go get the Go-Go. I don't know. Get the red gem. This is kind of hard in and of itself, but it's, you know, since I've already gotten all the boxes, I don't have to worry about that, at least. But this is still very hard. See, I'm trying to figure out stuff like this. When it comes to like ice physics, it's like, why do games still do stuff like that? When people generally hate it. Like, I'm sure some can accept it more than others, but like, generally it's not favored, so why still do it? You know? And I do have a theory as to why that might be. I have a friend I could probably ask about it, who's learning about, currently going like college and stuff for gaming stuff. So he might be able to answer that, but pretty much I don't know like exactly what the reason is behind people going behind game developers going, ah yes, please put this really unfun thing here in these games. This really difficult thing that they hate. I can't remember. I think you're supposed to keep the seal there, and that's how you can get up to those lives. It's really complicated, though. It can be really hard. Pretty sure more just like the Crash experts that like even more expert than I am are able to get stuff like that, or someone just by coincidence is able to get it. Yeah. Then now I'm not gonna sit here and claim that, oh man, I am a definitive Crash player. You know, I am a expert in Crash Bandicoot. Despite how many times I've played through these games, I'm no expert. In fact, honestly, despite Crash Warped being my favorite Crash game, I still have yet to actually beat that game. I'm trying to do this without falling and without getting hurt. Both those things happen at the same time. And now I gotta start all over because there's no checkpoints here. Or at least it's far off. Yes. I have a feeling this is gonna take more than one stream to beat. To beat Crash 2, I mean. Let's see if I can pull that off if I do it correctly. See, look at the ice physics push me, and like when it caused the explosion, it's like I couldn't dodge that, so I couldn't not get hurt. Really? Okay. Okay. I mean, Aku is just like, why? What is even happening? I mean, he's just going around, speeding down. Look his hedgehog around. Oh, I remember, I probably thought, like, you know, why is this crate here? It's just kind of random, but, you know, when you really think about it, it's like, yeah, it makes sense, because it stops you on the ice. The ice physics that everyone asked for in this game. Oh, of course. And there we go. Got the gimp. All we gotta do is kind of finish the level and we'll be done. But to make up for lost lives, I'm gonna do the bonus stage. Just gather some Whopper fruit and gather some lives. Now after Crash Sane Trilogy, I may do Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel, just to get remakes out of the way, or as Activision calls them, remasters. Even though these are technically remakes. And my dog may or may not bark here soon, because I heard something outside, and usually when there's a noise like that, he's like, roar, 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 roar. I love my dog. I love my cat and my dog. Despite how much they get on my nerves at times. I mean, that's how it is for most pet owners, or most people who have kids and stuff as well. Generally, people who have kids. They get on their nerves, you know? And they I have friends that get on my nerves a lot, but I'm still friends with them. And I'm sure I'll get on some of my friends' nerves. Going around at the speed. Alternate version of Crash's dance. Anyway, so we're still gonna use Coco to get through. Okay, so that's right, because Coco can't go through that. I don't know when I was simping. Say the choice of instruments for like the instruments they chose to, like, whenever they remix these tracks, I'm gonna die because I need to get I'm gonna try to get the gem. Again, I am saving some of these for later on, but I'm trying to get what I can out of this. With some of the instruments they chose to, when it came to remixing these tracks, kind of interesting. Let's see. I know this track pretty well because I used to have a PS4 theme. I guess I technically still have it, but I had a PS4 theme where it had like Crash riding Polar and it would play this music in the background. Well, I do have a charge ability, but I'm not using it quite yet. It's nice and responses. Now I'll use it. Haha! And that's all the boxes. I'll put out a new video as of this. Sometimes I do kind of feel like I have to clarify that because it feels like someone would ask, like, you know, oh, you're technically, you know. Let's see, is there any messages for me? I don't always remember, but like, you know, Crush. I guess we'll be doing Cocoa Crush. You know, when it comes to, I don't know what I was gonna say there. I thought it was kind of funny, whenever you, this is like the only part in the game where you like actually go forward. Well, only part. Never mind. I'm just gonna stop that statement. I thought it was kind of funny. If you know about that Lightyear movie, there was a teaser trailer the other day, and of course, I mean, people are talking about it, you know, Lightyear, obviously based on Buzz Lightyear, it's supposed to be like the quote-unquote real-life Buzz, the movie and stuff, or, you know, so basically, someone compared, like, the way the art style was in the new Lightyear movie and stuff to, like, the toy Buzz Lightyear, and or you know, in the movies, someone said like had like an image of Buzz from Lightyear and then Buzz from Toy Story, and it said like Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy and Crash Bandicoot 4 or something like that. It was pretty funny. Like basically the new Lightyear movie was compared to like these, but then like the toy from Toy Story Buzz is like Crash 4. See, honestly, I am slightly mixed. I do think it's fine overall, but I am slightly mixed about how I feel about just checking my phone here. I'm slightly mixed about how I feel about the art style for Crash 4. Like I said, I think it's fine overall. I think it's good. And the movement matches pretty well, you know, with like that kind of animations, or you know, with that kind of animation, art style works, and it does kind of tell me, when I see it, it does kind of tell me, yes, they had the Switch in mind, so it wouldn't look as downgraded whenever they ported the Switch. When it comes to, but overall, I do think that like it's not as like detailed. I mean, not that every game has to be super detailed stuff, but like I think that it has some flaws to it. Basically, there's some the art style they chose and the, you know, and the game almost looks like it could work on PS3 and 360. If they downgrade it a little bit, like obviously the lighting and stuff, you know, that wouldn't have looked as good, but like, you know, it's something like Insane Trilogy and you know, stuff like that. Oh my gosh, are you freaking serious? Are you kidding me right now? That's so... Are you... And I can't die to go back. I'd have to start over the level. Oh my gosh, that is so stupid. Why Why didn't it register me hitting it, and why didn't the boulder hit it? Dude, let's go this game. I'm just parroting the, I'm going through that again. No, I'm breaking all the boxes here. That was dumb. But I'm making fun of the, I'm just having the Let's Go Brandon thing, you know? Live for this, I guess. Yeah, that was really stupid. Like, as you can tell, I can get mad at this. I love these games. That's why I get mad. I mean, I love these games. I want the best for them, and they do this stuff. Why did I jump? I mean, I'm asking myself that. I'm not asking the game. I'm asking myself why I jumped there instead of pressing duck. Something I remember from Iron Giant. I don't know for sure if that thing came from Iron Giant. I know it's supposed to take place in the 50s. But it's something I want whenever you have to, when it comes to, like, what happens in a nuclear strike, you know? Let's see. Speaking of movies with political stuff in them, the Iron Giant. When you get older, you definitely can tell that there is a political message there about guns. But it's still an enjoyable movie. So it, like, the political thing, while there, it's not. It's not like prominent. It's not like, you know, oh, this is don't, you know, you're evil if you know. Basically, it's not like in your face about it as much anyway. And that's what I like, is whenever they're not in your face. You know, you're bad if you think this way, kind of like a lot of movies these days essentially do. Okay, there we go. A big waste of time, because it could have just worked out to where I, you know, could have just gotten it, and it would have worked out. But no, it didn't register, and it didn't register me hitting the box there, and it didn't register, and the boulder didn't hit it apparently. It's like, but going back to the political thing, when it comes to, I forgot what we were hearing there. Like, there's the politics, you know, whether or not you agree with it, there's politics that are just kind of there, just kind of give it for a moment, or, you know, without slamming it in your face. And then there's the slamming it in your face type of politics, where it's like in like cartoons and shows and stuff, where it's like, you know, you better believe this way, you know, that kind of thing. You better believe what we believe. And if you want to compare, you got older Animaniacs that has political stuff, but it's never like in your face. It's never, you know, oh, you're evil, you're bad. Or it's never like as much like that anyway. And then there's newer Animaniacs, which has, not all the time, but like has political jokes where it's like more in your face and you better believe this, you better think this way type of thing. You know. So what I'm gonna do, because I gotta backtrack, but what I'm gonna do is go through here, and then I'm gonna go through, and then I'm gonna come back and get that checkpoint. Let's see. Oh, I could do a different way. I don't know. Could have done this a different way, actually, but oh well, we'll see. We'll see what you know what? Let me try that actually. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's see. If you go back here, there's a secret path. Okay, I believe that is a gem and not like a secret. Yeah, now I can die. Now I can die happy. No. So there we go. That's definitely the better option I just chose there. Not that, but you know. I bet you a kid, you know, if they're watching, if they're playing this game and like they happen to get the gems first and then like they don't really know, it's like they say, if gather the gems, not the crystals, and you're like, okay, that means I have a choice. I better just gather the gems then. And then like they see they can't really progress unless they get the crystals. And it's just like, wow, what a dilemma here. It's like, so you don't really have much of a choice. I think there's like another, I could be wrong, there might be another thing where you go through it and, you know, not on this level, but like in another sewer level. So there were 23, nitro things. No, wait. Yeah. I had to do my math, I had to think about my math there for a moment. That's something you can do in the in Crash Warped, which I almost forget sometimes because you never really have to use it whenever you're climbing in Crash Warped. There we go. Now getting 99 lives is a little harder in Crashes 2 and 3. Believe it or not, than the first game. I hate whenever I'm trying to, it's a mildly inconvenient thing, I hate whenever I'm trying to like lower the my phone's notification things real quick, but it like it's the screen instead whenever I have a screen up. So anyway, do we have a message for Crash? Yes, we do. Oh.
10 of 25 crystals. You're on your way. I'm running low on power, so communication from this point will be difficult. Remember, I'm counting on you.
Are you now? Oh wait. Wait, could I fight them as Coco? Huh. It's like usually if you can't, it'll like well, I'm gonna do this first, and then deal with that. Then we'll look at it. Cause like usually if Coco can't go into a level, they'll have it to where you know, there's a little the cross out thing or whatever, like, you know, hey, you can't use it. I always thought the music was really weird for you know, most versions. I thought it was really weird. The music for this boss. No, I can't stay. This is honestly one of the easier bosses. It looks like it's gonna be hard, but it's really not. Komodo no Mo. Why? Super Komodo Brothers. Now let me see. Can I play this as Coco? No. I can't. That's what I was wondering. Because for a moment, it wasn't showing... It wasn't showing the, you know... Might be a message for Crash, that's why I switched to Crash. Yeah, there we go.
Good show, Crash. The Komodo brothers obviously lacked your mettle. But now's not the time to get cocky. There are still many crystals to obtain. Remember, the world is counting on you.
Something I noticed in, obviously the first Crash had all new characters because it was the first Crash. Like, Crash was a new character. And in this game you got Coco, but I mean, like, in terms of villains, you know, obviously, like I said, Crash, like, Crash 1 has all new stuff, but in this game, technically only have 2, technically 3 new villains. Because, you know, you have engine, like you have, 4. Well, yeah, 4. You have 4 new villains in this game. With 2 returning, that being, like, the reason I say 4 is if you count Komodo Bros as Komodo Brothers as 2 separate characters. I mean, obviously they are, but like if you count them as 2 separate bosses, I guess you could say. But anyway, but yeah, so if you think about it, the now, here we go. Go, 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 go! Timer gonna start again? Okay, thank goodness. I don't think it does that in the original version of this. But yeah, let's see. There were 5 villains altogether in Crash 1. And there's 5 in each game, of course, but like, what I mean is that, there are 5 new ones, obviously, in Crash 1. new boss villains. There are I'm trying to think of there. I'm trying to concentrate on this at the same time, so that's why I'm I'm always trying to figure this out. How do they expect you to get through this without getting hurt? I made it. Like Coco gives you an angry look sometimes. It seems like it. But anyway, there are technically four, but three new bosses, character bosses, whatever, in this game. And then there are let's see if I can get this to work right. Anyway, and then there are I think there's only like 2 new bosses in Crash 3. Because like in Crash 3, like in this game, the only 2 returning are Ripperoo and Cortex. In Crash 3, you have Tiny returning, who's introduced in this game. Tiny returns, and Engine returns, and obviously Cortex returns. There's only two bosses and and then of course when it comes to Crash Team Racing, there's technically only 1 new boss in the whole game, which is, Oxide. But yeah, like I was saying in the last stream, they went out of their way to have still give Coco like an eating animation when it comes to like the plants and stuff. But like when it comes to certain things, but like when it comes to other types of deaths, she doesn't have as many death animations as Crash. Got so many gems. Sooner or later. I had to come to this level sooner or later. I'm drowning. Like, I have a theory as to why, I may make a video on this sometime, but like, I have a theory as to why they still add some of these elements that people don't like when it comes to ice physics or really bad underwater physics and stuff. I'll deal with that here in a moment. Let's see. But yeah, when it comes to that stuff, I feel like, what it is that, yeah, you know what, I'll do this real quick. The yellow gem path that, like, I'll come back to that. But anyway, my theory as to why they do stuff like that still is, And like they still have it in a way where it's just generally not fun for like the majority of the audience, the majority of the players. I feel like it might be could be completely wrong, but it's to make the rest of the game look even better by comparison. So it's just like, oh, these fun moments. There's this little moment here I don't like, but overall, you know, the game is awesome, that kind of thing. You know, for some reason I feel like I missed something, but it could just be the nitro crates. I don't know that for sure. Hold on. Let me see exactly how far the yellow jet path goes. Because I think there's somewhere where it eventually. I'm gonna try to use. You know what? Okay. Well, why not? Okay, before I hit that checkpoint. Hit the checkpoint. Hit the checkpoint. That way I can just do that. Ah, shoot. Okay, that's where it is. Trying to do something there and it didn't work out as well, but here we go. So I needed to get the boxes through there, obviously, before I went down this path. I wanted to see how far it went. Dang it. And of course, because I hit the Eku box, I don't have an Eku mask to deal with that. But anyway, I blame the game. I don't know. But I do think that like they'll do certain things to make the game seem better by comparison to the rest of the game. So it's just like a little break from the game being good real quick. To, like, obviously you want something to change it up a little bit. You don't want the game to just be the same thing over and over, but like, you know. I'm just saying, like, there's really not a lot of people that like, you know, having these underwater sections, especially ones where you can't, you know, just breathe underwater for so long. Or you can only breathe underwater for so long, I should say. This is what I mean by the backtracking is pretty bad in these games. But yeah, like, you know, have the, like, maybe they're just like, okay, so they're gonna appreciate these good parts even more. This not so good part, you know, like that thing. Or they think that, you know, too much of a good thing, we gotta add something. Like, it's not, and I don't mean like parts that are just too challenging. I mean in general, like parts that are like, that just no one really likes. It's just not fun. Like, you know, like I said, like, underwater sections are really bad in most games, and you know what I could have done that whole entire time? I could have just come down here and did that, and then died, and I would have been clear. I don't know why I didn't think of that in the first place. gentlemen, I will be right back. So, I'm back. But, what was I gonna say? I had to check something, but also I really had to pee. But anyway, I can't remember which way I'm actually supposed to go. Right here, right now. But yeah, the whole thing about whatever the hell, but really, now I forgot. Now my mind's drawing a blank of what I was going to talk about. I hate when that happens. Oh yeah, now I know the weird little thing I was going to talk about. You ever notice that, like, in some of these movies, shows and stuff, it's not quite on the subject of vor, like I talked about yesterday, but it's on the still on the subject of, like, eating. But, like, you all ever get, like, disgusted at, like whenever it comes to, like, hot dog eating contests and, like, eating contests in these cartoons and shows and stuff in general? What does Coco have to tell us?
Crash, thank goodness! I hacked into Cortex's computer and found detailed schematics for an improved Cortex Vortex and a suspicious-looking space station. I'm not sure, but Cortex might be trying to...
So, I actually didn't know for sure if that was, I'm not gonna be able to use Coco here, am I? I think that's still a polar stage right here. Yep. I guess I'll use her in the next one. But, anyway. Something I've noticed is that, oh, okay, before I get to that, like, it's really disgusting the way they have a lot of these eating contests in these, cartoons and stuff. Because they detail it way too much, and it's really gross. And, I mean, a lot of the times it is supposed to be gross. But, a lot of the times, not all the time, but, like, you know, it's supposed to be, it's just disgusting the way they have it, and it makes me uncomfortable. But it's because of like how detailed everything is, like the way they eat and stuff. But anyway, I also remember, but like another thing I was going to talk about when it comes to that stuff is like, whenever they're like there's a plot of you know, there's a plot going on, like, or there's someone that's trying to get someone to eat something, and as they're doing it, they're like, yes, it's coming together, and like, but they're like overly smiling about it and just like excited looking. I'm just like, this is your turn on, isn't it? You know? This is a turn on for you, isn't it? To watch someone else eat something that you're hoping will go well, you know? I don't know. Cause like I think back to the scene like well, one thing is like the scene from shoot, good job me. Good job me. I was not intending on doing that. What my intention was, I forgot, I needed to go get the crystal first. Did it count it? No, it didn't. Gosh darn it. Well, I need to go back in there and gotta get all the boxes again. Correctly. I can never seem to do it fully right because it feels like there's something a bit off about the physics, but also a bit off about what I'm doing. I'll just leave that life there to... Anyway, an example I think of when it comes to like these people getting overly excited watching someone eat something, which yeah, it's a part of their plan. They're excited that their plan's going through, but like, it's weird. But like, you know, you got stuff like, what am I trying to think of here? Nightmare Before Christmas. There's a scene where, you know, what Sally, I think, is trying to get her dad or her creator or whatever to eat this soup or whatever to get him to fall asleep so she can sneak out. So like whenever she gets him to eat it, you know, he starts slurping the soup, but then she's like all excited about it and everything, and yeah, it's because of her plan, but like it's just weird. I also think about the scene from the Odyssey, from like the why am I missing this thing? From like the 90s or 2000s, whatever year it came out, this Odyssey movie they made. And like where they're trying to get this giant to eat, this Cyclops to eat something. The guy's just like all excited looking as he's eating it, making the gross, disgusting sounds, you know. I don't know. Also, why do cartoons feel the need to always have the eating sounds? Like I'm noticing, like Hey Arnold and stuff. There's always when someone's eating, they emphasize on the sound. You know, it's just like, cool. That's not disgusting in the slightest. You know, there's my little rants here. Of course, in the original version, there's a glitch I always use to save a little bit of time is I'll make sure I have an AQ mask, but like I'll explode and like it causes you to push up a little bit in the original version, so you can like ride on the stone for a bit. If you do it just right, and you can break the boxes that way. There we go. Well, at least I was able to make it through this without dying, or well, without, I don't know, missing a box is what I meant to say. Anyway, I will be using Coco afterwards, but like I need to go back into the polar level and deal with that. Excuse me. That's how far back you can go. Yeah, that was all kinds of good. Just go get all the boxes and then like don't get the gem. I wish they would have prepared for something like that. Like if you're if for someone who's incompetent like me, to those moments where you miss, even if well, like basically if you accidentally leave the level with a gem, you'll still have it, you know, which it would just automatically count as you having it. That's a minor inconvenience, though. It was really my fault. It's just, you know, kind of forgot. I remember, for some reason, I'm thinking there's like a achievement or a trophy for getting all the death animations to show up. Or like, you know, causing all the death animations. Yeah, normally, I wouldn't be a big fan of most games having this hallway-like, you know, this hallway-like setup. But something about Crash is different. I don't know what it is. It's just, it's well made somehow. Even though, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of like hallway-type gameplay. I mean, that's partially why I'm not the biggest fan of the Boost Formula Sonic games. Most of them, anyway. Which, I mean, technically there's only like 4, but, you know. Wait, any messages for me? Any, messages from Coco or, Cortex? Yeah, earlier whenever I was, making a joke about, you know, talking about Coco, you know, I was talking about Coco earlier. I was kind of guessing there. I knew she was eventually going to show up again, but, you know. Well, given the fact that I can't really complete this level yet, because, you know, I think I won't worry as much about getting all the boxes. Again, I may get some to you know, to get more lives, but, you know, lives. My voice goes louder like that. But death route, let's get that over with. Try to be patient here. Yeah, Crash is if you're used to 2D and you want to get into 3D, Crash is honestly a really good game to go with. Like the first few, trilogy and stuff. Wouldn't recommend Crash 4 for beginners, but of the series. But I would recommend like one of the original games, one of the original trilogy and stuff. Give those a try, because if you're trying to get used to going from 2D to 3D, which I mean these days that's not necessarily the case, but just in case there is someone who's just not used to 3D gaming and is used to 2D gaming but not 3D gaming, I think Crash is a really good choice to do that. Yes, I will be doing this again, of course. Well, like I keep saying, I'm doing this for the lives. The Wampa Fruit and getting the lives and stuff. Lives. The lives and such. Ow. Let's see if that worked. No, it's not gonna work. Sometimes you can get it just right and he's dead. So yeah, I missed 40 boxes. Did I skip the crystal? I skipped the crystal, didn't I? Gosh darn it, I'll have to do it again anyway. I'll end up having to do this 3 times, that's so... At least I can gather more lives. More Wampa Fruit to get more lives, potentially. Look how whenever those things die, they look like they're just like... Shit. They don't have like a death look or anything, it's just like... Aw, mildly inconvenient. There's the crystal. Why would you do that, Naughty Dog, who originally made this game? And, I mean, I knew I was missing some boxes. Like, I knew I was going to miss some boxes, but I can't get them all anyway on the first run, so... I didn't worry about that as much. I just didn't think I was going to miss the crystal there. I didn't think they were going to do that. Should have remembered, though. Should have remembered all that. I'll just skip the, bonus stage. I hate that crap where it's just like you barely get the last millisecond of the that, and it well, at least I got that. It was a very short level when you don't do the when you don't get all the boxes and you don't go through the bonus stage. But anyway. So, if what they said in Crash Tag Team Racing applies to every Crash game, every Crash storyline, then technically Coco is actually adopted. It's actually an adopted sister, not a biological Crash sister. You know, another weird thing I thought of. Another weird thing I thought of. Why is it that you have some of these official, like, things for kids too, like things where, I mean, there's not too many of these, but like, but it almost seems like a brother and sister being attracted to each other, not making an incest joke, but like, I've seen it kind of happen with Phil and Lil on Rugrats, at least in the original ones. We're like, yeah, it could just be sibling love, but the way they make it seem like it's like attraction love, you know? That's disturbing, obviously. Which I'm not going to be surprised. I'm honestly not going to be shocked if in so many years that's going to be approved and saying love is love, and you know, people are going to say there's nothing wrong with it, despite the same people right now saying that it's disgusting. But you know. By the way, yes, here's a bonus stage. But like, in like some official Crash 2 artwork, you had Crash going like he was like hanging it. He was like had his back up against Coco, and, like had a winky face. It's like, are you attracted to your sister there? What's going on here? You know, normally when I point certain things out, most people are like, or like when people point stuff out, they're like, oh, cool, I never noticed that. Most of the stuff I point out, people are like, ah, shoot, thanks a lot. Now I know about that, you know. Seems like how it is. Watch this stage. This part used to like be extremely hard for me as a kid. Let's see. Was more so interested in the lives anyway, so. I think these are the only. That was the only place that you actually see the extra armored armadillo. Armored armadillo was a name of a Maverick in Mega Man X, the original. Alright. I was overthinking it, that's probably why I screwed up a little bit there, but I just didn't want to screw up. Whee! Hopefully I got everything there. Now I'm gonna get everything here. Should have dealt with the nitro first, but alright. Anything back there? Always gotta backtrack to be sure, because I don't remember where all the locations of all these boxes and stuff are. Okay, I believe those are the last ones left. Only other boxes sit there. By the way, for now, this level's gonna be the last one where I do the secret area. For now. Because, I think I'll save the rest for the later on stream. As I'm calling it at this current moment. We have a guest star in this level. Whee! Outrun the polar bears. The polar bear. Okay. Boxes. Baxes. Any more baxes? Okay. Get all the Maxes. I got them. Okay, let me get this first before I do the bonus stage. Hey Polar, guess what? I'm gonna come over to you and oh, never mind. Another bonus stage. No bear left behind. And you also say, one man's trash, earn 21 gems. Okay then. Oh.
Crash, my boy. You are more than halfway there. But I'm sure you've noticed that things are getting harder. The last 10 crystals will be the hardest to gather, and our enemies will be sending their strongest forces to thwart you. I'll contact you again when you have completed the next warp room.
Okay. Totally bear. Let's see. I could do that. But alright. Wow. Wasn't that exciting? Exciting stuff right there. If this were like the original one, I could just get that clock and then like deal with everything, you know, get the relic and the boxes all at once, but they fixed it in this game to where you can't do that anymore. You have to do it a separate time. Or at least it did with Warped. The good thing for this stage is the fact that it's all dark. There's the fog and the such. Let's see. Yeah. There we go. Ooh. There we go. Gosh darn it. Well, I'll be right back, folks. Anyway, I'm back. Never really left, but I was just playing something. Every time something happens on screen, and I'm glancing at my phone, it makes me think there's a notification that's come about. Oh, I wonder what's down here. What kind of bonus thing would be down here? Nothing. There's nothing down there. And it made it harder to get up there for some reason. Anyway. Got the gym. And we're headed back. You know, why is the English language so confusing when it comes to certain words? Because, when it comes to, let's see. am I trying to think of here? When it comes to Crash, or excuse me, you got words like gym. Gym is a let's see. Gem is spelled G-E-M, and here's Tiny Tiger. Gem is spelled with like not the name, but like the word. It's spelled G-E-M. Whereas the name Gem is spelled with J-I-M. But like, you know, then you got words like moose, and the plural for moose is moose, or all that stuff, and so why isn't Gem Gim? You know, like G-E-M. Why isn't that Gim? Or I mean, we say gum, we don't say jum. You know? It was a pretty quick boss fight there. But yeah, so yeah, like, you know, we don't say jum or jiff, you know, or some people say jiff, but you know, they're immoral. Does Cortex say anything to me right there? No. You're not gonna say a word to me, are you, Cortex? Oh wait, he doesn't say anything to me here. Well, let's go ahead and use hanging out, huh? What are we hanging out here? Anyway, yeah, we don't say you know, but the plural for goose, or you know, the thing multiple goose is geese, but not with moose. Let's say gooses or mooses or whatever. And yeah, there's a lot of some of this is coming from the Angry Video Game Nerds, or you know, James Rolfe's series on what I'm trying to say here, bullshit man, or you know what's bullshit, and that's, you know, oh, excuse me, little children watching. I said a naughty word. I think there's only like 1 or 2 sections in this whole game where you actually use the, whenever you're grabbing up like that, or you're hanging on to the bars, you know, in a certain way. See how well I can hold on to these lives and see if I can get 99. Is there a secret up here? Like, oh. For a moment I was like, wait a minute, what? There is? But there is not. So yes, there is something down there. But I will be doing... I'll be doing that later on, actually. Since there are no boxes down there. I'll just have to remember that I'm saving that for later on. Whenever I come back to this. Of course, I'll be looking through and, you know, seeing, like... Yeah. Okay, that was nerve-wracking. Oh boy. Something else I'd like to rant about. Sometimes Let's Plays are just a good way to do that for some reason, to get rants out. Don't know what it is. Yeah, later on I'll unlock that area and then deal with that later on, you know. So, I noticed that, like, when... more so, like, when a guy says something weird, like, girls seem to be able to... females seem to be able to say weird stuff all the time, and they're considered cute, or just, you know, in some cases, some people might call it hot, but, but then when it comes to, oh my gosh, these are also, these are bad when it comes to backtracking in terms of actually going back, you know, actually going backwards. Here's some of the worst levels in the game when it comes to that. But anyway, but yeah, when it comes to, just in case, like when females say something weird, it's like, oh, cute, oh, that's funny, oh, good for her, you know, she's different. When a guy says something weird, it's like, oh my gosh, it's creepy, you know. I know it kind of depends on what kind of weird thing they say, but like generally, women are able to get away with saying something weird, but then if men say it, it's just like, oh my gosh, that's, you know, it's creepy, and they should be, you know. So that's something I've thought about before. Not gonna sound like the male feminist here, you know, the male version of the feminist, but you know, rise up and destroy the, I don't know. You know. Actually, now that I think about it, it probably will be better if I wait to get everything else. Anyway, because, let's see here. Because I'll be able to, if I don't get all the boxes, you know, if I'm not able to get all the boxes, and at the end of this game, you actually get the power-up, the speed power-up. So at least you do get some kind of power-up, but still, I do kind of wish that, like, all of them could have applied to all the games, you know. I'm gonna try this again because I want to try to get the lives up there. I'm going about this for a couple hours now. A little over a couple hours. Lord have mercy. There, dang it. Oh well. I'll try it one more time. If I don't get it this time, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Oh, sir. Okay, well that didn't work out very well at all. I guess I'll try it again just because I died. I didn't know if I was gonna die or not. Oh, dang it. Got one thing, okay. Oh, come on. I know I've done it before, it's just... whatever. It's whatever. Don't waste too much time here. I'm gonna go ahead and do this while I can. I am definitely gonna be missing some boxes. You know, missing boxes in general. It's the bees! Ah, not the bees! Oh, the bees! Although there is a solution I just thought of that I could have done, but whatever. Yeah, the bees are really annoying in this game. Bugs are annoying everywhere you go. Real life, games, I mean... Oh boy. Like I said though, I'm not gonna worry about it right now, unless the crystal is back there. Then, in which case, I'm very panicked. Yeah. Crystal was back there, wasn't it? No, I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Let's see. You can whack away the bees, but it doesn't always work out. Mario, what are you doing here? Mario, where are you, or excuse me, Waluigi, why are you here in Mario's clothing? Got stung by a bee. Okay, so there's certain animations that you get. Really. Why did I do that? Great. I'm gonna have to go all the way back here and get the crystal. Get it? Crash. There's a mechanic. What the fudge? I was hitting the button to go down. Well, that's why we stay. There we go. is, here it is, here it is. Okay. Now then, I can go back and backtrack and see if I can see how far I can get with backtracking. See where all I go. Well, there's a checkpoint box here. But there's also going to be bees. Bee stings. There's a bunch of... You know, that's the new definition of BS. That's the new words we'll use for BS now is bee stings. Yep. Is there another bee coming? There it is. Ah! No, no, it. I was hitting the button there. It didn't count. Great design. Good design there. I understand you're stunned for a moment, but that's still really stupid. One thing that gets on my nerves is when that stuff like that happens where it like gives you an extra advantage because you're dying a lot and stuff, is that I'll either end up like making it, maybe because I have more confidence, but like I'll make it and you know I'll get through the moment that I had a hard time with, but you know. Hold on. Am I almost? B. Well, shucks McGucks. I should be fired for saying that, but well, shucks. I am able to complete this without having to go back. Thank the Lord. Wait. Oh boy, I know what's gonna happen. No! Don't die. Crash, don't you dare die! Don't you dare die on me this time. Or any time, but you know, don't die on me this time. Don't die, don't die. Oh. At least that's one down, so whenever I come back later on, it's not gonna... I don't have to worry about it anymore. Because I figured as far back as I went to get the crystal, I was like, you know what? I've got almost all the boxes, why not just go the extra mile and get the rest of the... or, you know... get everything else. Crash stuffing out his butt. Uh-oh.
Crash, I haven't got much time. Cortex has almost completed the new space station. Something's not right with his statements. Beware the tricks he's
Cold hard Crash. I have all the... No, I don't have all the I ran out of things to say later. At the moment. Okay. Got everything. There, anyway. Okay. Oh Lord, I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate this challenge. I hate it. 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 I haven't mentioned that I hate it. I hate this stuff. I hate this stuff. I hate this stuff. Whatever it was. Random little rap song that the mailman said in Hey Arnold. Well, maybe I could just get this over with anyway, in general. Oh, Lord. Oh Lord. Oh gosh. See, here's my problem with that. Here is my absolute problem with the way that's set up, which I am not going to go back right now and do. My problem with that is that you have to do that. You have to get all the way over there and hit that thing without falling down this. You have to do it without dying, obviously, because you know, or you basically have to kill yourself if you want to. I hate that. I hate this level so much when it comes to fully completing it. Cool. was an attempt there at trying to complete it, but I'm not gonna do it again right now. I'm gonna save it for later on. But I do not like this level. Fully completing the level. Casual run, it's fine. Fully completing it, it's awful. Who likes to keep everything on her back, apparently. Ruination. Can't remember if this one has like any kind of special area where you have to backtrack and go to and all that stuff. There we go. Well, let's see what's through here. Through the green gem path. Wow. You could just about reach that without, you know, without that. Backtrack to see if I'm missing. Oh wait. Missing boxes. Coming through. Oh well, I did miss the this right here. Ah, shoot. Hold on, I gotta start over. Just a moment. What the fudge? What the heck? What was that? He just fell beside the box. I didn't even go forward. He just fell beside it. I still love this game though. I mean, that was dumb as can be. I didn't even go forward at all. Like, you all saw what happened there. That was on the game. That was not me. See, here's the thing, games. I only like glitches when they're for me, not against me. When they work in favor of the player and not against the player. That's when they're fine. Ah, gosh darn it. You ever get that feeling of like the hairs in your nose, like, I mean, everyone has hairs in their nose, of course. That's as far as I know of. Unless there's something I don't know about some people. Good work there, guys. You really ironed out that little detail there where, even if one little spark of flame is there, you're dead. But anyway, you ever got that feeling in the hairs in your nose is like, where it just kind of goes in a way where, I don't know. Yeah, the hairs in your. What the? What is going on here? What is going on with this stupid game that I love so much? I mean, I did not even. This game must be broken because I think Eku's representing it. He's just like whoa, 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 whoa. He's just twirling around. Anyway, the hairs in your nose, whenever they tingle a little bit, and it almost makes you think a bug went up in your hair, in your nose. Behaving. Yeah, it's a second one of these. I'll be right back, folks. I am back. Let's continue on. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this right here. Just all the bees coming. So many bees. And when you have to backtrack, what do you have to look out for? The bees! All the bees. Hold on. Come on, Spark, up here. Come on. Good boy. Good Sparkus. That's a good boy. Sparkus, okay. Ah, shit. Now, really, one of the only reasons why I'd have to backtrack in this level is because of a certain, will be because of a certain, unlockable area, or, you know, a secret area. But I'm not going to do that this time around. That's if I really wanted to. Why do those beehives look like they have, like, buttholes, you know? It's at the top, you know? I mean, I'm sure there's beehives that have stuff like that, but, like, it's... when they're coming out, it's like... you know. Okay. Yeah. Hurry through this. Ah! Okay, whatever. I have 2 checkpoints technically. I can't stand when my phone does that. It'll just randomly stop for a moment whenever I'm trying to, to watch something or have something go live and all this stuff, and it's just like, no, actually, your internet is slightly off, so we're just gonna stop for a moment. I think what really gets on my nerves is I really don't know what it is, and I can't figure out how to, like, fix it, you know? There better not be a, death route. Well, not that I'm really gonna do it right now anyway, but there better not be a death route to where it's just like, well, you died for a dumb reason, oh, you lose this privilege. Okay, anyway. Got all that. I could go back, but I'm just not risking it. It's not worth it right now. Those stupid bees. In this here game. Yeah.
Crash, I have discovered that the opposition is being masterminded by Dr. Nitrous Brio, the inventor of the Evolvo Ray. Brio was responsible for our misunderstandings in the past. He forced me to assist him in his plot for world domination, and he's at it again. He will attempt to stand in our way. Be on your guard, Crash. Deliver the crystals to Engine.
Gotcha. Well, I'm not gonna do that.
Like Dr. Cortex said, give the 20 crystals you've collected to me!
This is a pretty interesting fight. He's just throwing Wampa fruit at an engine. Dozy. There we go. It's like this fight is maybe slightly hard, but not like super difficult. When you know what you're doing, it's not that hard. Like how in the original version, he didn't make any kind of animation like throwing Wampa fruit. He just, he was just, you know, oh well, they're being spawned out of me. So you know. Sometimes it's a little hard to aim though at this. There we go. He wasn't able to do his move there, was he? He weren't able to do it. Yeah, why not? I can't remember what the N stands for in Engine's name. Mech wrecked. Surely Cortex won't be too mad. I mean, he's, you know, he'll be understanding. I couldn't do this.
What is your problem, Bandicoot? I will not ask you again to bring me the crystals. Obtain the remaining 5 crystals, Crash, and bring them to me.
He's pissed. Speaking of pissed, pisting it away. That's so dumb, but it's funny. This time around, I'm mainly just gonna skip a lot of this stuff because I'm just trying to get through the game now. Just to finish up. Yeah. These things in this game because it's just like they change at the exact wrong time, you know? Most of the time. Ugh. on. Yeah. Okay, I got the crystal. That's fine. I didn't want to do it if I wasn't gonna have the crystal. You know, this is also what gets on my nerves. It's like there's boxes here, and you have to take this path to get the, you know, the boxes, and stuff like that really gets on my nerves. Oh my god. Oh wait, no, I think I know what the solution was, but we'll see. See you later on. May look it up on YouTube or something just to be sure that if I'll do it right or not. Ah, shoot. I think you have to backtrack through the normal parts of the level, and then Coco's face. Trying to look at her face there. Sweet face. Get it, okay. Awesome. Guess I could technically go back? Let me see if I can. This will be kind of annoying to deal with, but we'll see if I can do that. Nitro? Nitro. Nitro. By the way, this is the first time, like, I've played through this for... Oh my... Backtracking in this game. Shoot. I'm just seeing if I can backtrack here. Where's that here? I forgot. Okay. Can I go back? No, I can't. That is wonderful. Might as well just do that. Why not? Well, basically some of these last few levels are not good. Like, this was the problem I had with backtracking in Crash games. It's just like, I don't mind, like, you know, like I said, it's not as big of a deal with Spyro 2, like a lot of people like to make it seem like. But with Crash, you know, at least with Spyro 2, at least when you backtrack, it is a problem. But like At least with that, you can control the camera, like I said. But like with this game, with these games, you have to you have no control of the camera, so you just have to take a lot of guesswork, or you have to really know the level to really do it. And that's not good. As much as I love these games, I dearly love these games. They are some of my favorite games ever made. But it's not because of the completionist stuff. It's because it's just a well-made game. Playthrough, you know. I am gonna try to get these boxes because there's no bonus area for these. There's no, you know. Should have got the boxes and then dealt with that. Oop. Kind of funny. There's this thing called Learning with Pippi, whatever it is, and it's supposed to be a series about or not series. It's, as far as I can tell, it was just made as a short, like a short film or whatever for Halloween. Unless they were just announcing it on Halloween. They're basically their horror creepypasta-esque thing. Whereas basically, trying to say here, I hate how much I hear doors closing and stuff, and like half the time it's not. Your stuff like outside, your doors closing all the time, and half the time it's not even for whatever, you know, for someone coming here. But anyway, so yeah, that learning with, or come and learn with Pippi, or whatever it's supposed to be called. People are expecting a series, but I'm not sure if Adult Swim is actually making a series about it. I think that may have just been for Halloween. But I don't know. I guess it remains to be seen. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so shoot. I'm drawing a blank for some reason. It's essentially a creepypasta-like thing where it has a bunch of like Cartoon Network characters, or characters that have been on Cartoon Network, whether Cartoon Network original or like Hanna-Barbera, Warner Bros. There's all kinds of those cartoons, like, and they're caught up in this weird thing going on where it's like making them zombie-like, and it's really weird. It can actually probably legitimately creep some people out. And people really want it to be a thing. And I don't know for sure. I can't really tell for sure if they are trying to make it a thing or not. Let's see here. Why not? Why don't we just go ahead and do this while we're not dead? But this is also a problem. I mean, when you got levels like this where the gimmick of, you know, you basically have to have these things. Have to have these little things to see anything. I'm trying to remember now. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the boxes that are here in this area are just right here. So I could technically, if I apply just right, I could technically just go back. I could go through the other way and then try my best to go through here and get all the boxes that way. So let me try that. Basically, you still need that death route thing for the sake of getting the gem. Oh wow, that was neat. Dude, you can't be freaking serious. Gotta concentrate at this point. My goals. Cool. These first. I don't waste a lot of time with you know, wasting this little bug's life here, wanting to hang around me. I mean. I made that noise because there was like a annoying feeling in my ear right now. Okay, let's see if I can pull this off. Okay, those are the only two boxes I need. As far as I could tell. Okay, we're done here. Hack attack, good lord. Remember, is there any? No, there are no boxes through here. I'll just try to be absolutely sure. It's kind of, you know, something I thought about was like, there's those people that think that like when something like a game or a show, movie has like a certain rating or is intended for like a slightly younger audience than like teens or adults or whatever, then it's basically it's for babies, you know. This is a baby's game. Like, they would probably consider this a baby's game because it's not got it's below the T rating. And I'm just like, are you serious? That's not the case. Not everyone does it, but you know, it's like, well, I heard, now this is probably just a one-off joke, but they're probably just joking around, but like, I heard like Oni Plays or whatever, I heard them whenever Dingo Dial sweared and whenever he cussed in Crash 4, they were like, whoa, can you say that in a game for babies? And I'm just like, the game's rated E10, and over in Europe is a 12+. They're young, but they're not children, you know? or excuse me, they're not young children. Like preteens, they call them preteens. You've lived over at least a decade at that point. And yeah, I'm approaching 3 decades now, but I don't see them as so young that they're babies, you know. But anyway, but the thing I was mainly gonna apply this to was was when they had learning with or that thing, you know, Adult Swim made, was like learning with Pippi or whatever. And they make it look like it's gonna be like her show is meant to be an educational show, and Cartoon Network really doesn't have too much of that. Although for some reason they started broadcasting Caillou episodes, which I can't figure out why they would even think that would be a good idea, because Caillou is an awful, awful show. Like, I'm sure that I think even when I knew about it when I was a kid, I don't remember for sure how long it's been around, but like, when I knew about it, I was like, I was still kind of young, and I was like, this looks really dumb, you know? I could be wrong, I could be thinking of some other show though where I thought that, but like, even as a kid, I could tell when some shows were really stupid or too childlike, you know? Let's see here. Didn't even notice there was that many nitro crates. But yeah, that learning with Pippi thing, it makes it look like an educational show, and like, but like, Cartoon Network doesn't really have many of those. They just have, let's see, I'm gonna switch to Crash for this last one. They just have, they mainly just have shows. The majority of their shows are actually more meant for like, probably the preteen crowd. Probably like, they're just slightly older kids in general, so you wouldn't really catch many educational shows on there. There have been attempts of having educational shows on Cartoon Network, and a majority of the time, they don't last too long. It's mainly just oh, cool. Let's see here. Like, mainly what they have is, I'm trying to think of, is like I said, shows for like older kids, not like, not all of them are for preteens, but like, older, just like the older crowd that isn't, you know, isn't like for toddlers, you know. Wow, this is stupid right here. There we go. Can't touch that thing because I could potentially be burned. Also, don't like how the nitros how they can jump so high up. One thing I also don't like. Now, there's something about that Learning with Pippi show that I noticed. It mainly looked like just Cartoon Network shows, like Cartoon Network or things that have been on Cartoon Network, Warner Bros, things owned by Warner Bros stuff. Something I noticed though was there was a scene, at least in the quote-unquote trailer. I don't know for sure if it's a trailer or not, or if it was just that, if the short was just that. Something I noticed was there's a scene where that Pippi character is in like SpongeBob's house, like SpongeBob's bathroom. And well, the reason I think it is because I saw the I may have missed some boxes, oh well. I think I did, yeah. Oh well. But I think like what yeah, this way I'm just saying oh well. But like it felt like she was in like SpongeBob's bathroom or something, because I saw a mirror. It looked familiar, the color scheme, and it also had like seashell stuff around it and different types of that. And I think SpongeBob has something like that. I could be absolutely wrong on that, but I think that was SpongeBob's mirror that they had on there. Oh great, thanks Bart. Just get in my way then. He don't understand. Oh look, I got all the boxes. So I didn't miss any boxes. At least I'm getting a little more out of this, you know. So I can come back in if I want to, and I won't be well, you know. I could take the you know. I'll be good to go. Pull it right out, Crash.
Yes! My plan is nearly complete, and I have you, Crash Bandicoot, to thank for it. Engine! What's happening? What's that? Is she stealing our signal?
Crash, Cortex isn't gonna use the crystals to contain the planet's energy. He's gonna harness the force and use it to power the super Cortex vortex he's built on his space station. One blast and the ray will cover the entire world, turning everyone into Cortex's mindless slaves. Crash, don't let him have those crystals!
Engine, you fool! She's telling him everything! Oh, yes, we're back now. Pardon the, interruption. Crash, bring me crystals!
I will be right back, folks. Okay, we're back, and we're just about to finish, well, for now, finish Crash 2. Here we go. Alright. The little screen there again from the first game, the generator room. This is kind of hard to lose sometimes. Well, it's not hard to lose, per se. But, you know, it's extremely easy. I'm pretty sure they made a joke about it on, this video they made of like, catching people up with the, Crash lore. Although, one thing I kind of... oh, wait.
You haven't seen the last of me, Crash Bandicoot.
Crash, what do you suppose happened to Cortex? And what about the Cortex Vortex? It's still up there.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that for now was Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back. Remastered. Or remake. Whatever. So for now, so until next time, let me go ahead and hit the... I guess I don't have to save it. Because I mean, there's an autosave. So, until next time, if you're watching this on YouTube, like this video if you like it, and subscribe for more of possibly these. And if you're not already following, follow my Twitch to see these live potential. And until next time, thank you for watching, and I'm ending the stream.